Oh, so you're gonna
like
sit here this
frothy.
time?
Yeah, you're right. That's gonna be weird. Let's switch it.
It is gonna be weird.
I'm not gonna feel right.
You're also taller, and I feel like I feel so much shorter in that chair.
Well, it does go up.
Yeah, but
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
Getting all situated. Can I drink?
Yes, I'm getting there. Jesus.
So much to get ready.
I know. Okay. Are we doing this? We're on?
Yeah, it's live.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't know.
hey, everyone, and welcome.
Hi, people out there. Everybody. Ah, Katie Reed. Hi. I knew you would be here. It's exciting.
Butterbeer is dangerous. So good.
Butterbeer is very dangerous. It's really good. You guys should make it at home.
Hey, Jamie. You know what else is delicious?
What?
The Dursley breakfast food
The
that we've brought on to try.
Oh, nice. Gin and tonic. That's good stuff. Dursley breakfast food.
It's been so long since I've tried grapefruit. We decided we were going to do it. See how it tastes.
You first. Go ahead, Gryffindor. Be brave.
It's not as bad as I remember. I remember it being really bitter. And it's not really bitter, it's just sour.
Yeah, but Dudley didn't get sugar on his, so we wanted to try it like Dudley had to eat it.
Yeah, we're straight up just trying it plain. Because I do agree, sugar will make it 100 times better. And that's how I've eaten it.
Yeah, it's just sour. It's not like bad. I remember thinking it was really nasty when I was a kid. But this one's like really ripe, too.
That's true, too.
I picked out a really ripe one. Yellow grapefruit. I don't know if I've even ever had yellow grapefruit. I've had red. I think that's it. I don't think I've ever had yellow.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that there were like different colors of grapefruits.
Oh, yes, there are.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Yes, you do. But then,
actually went for seconds on that one.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Because it was actually good.
So,
I really wasn't expecting it to be that good.
We also have.
Oh God.
We also have cottage cheese and celery.
It just looks like moldy cottage cheese.
I know the light's too bright, you can't see it. But I did put it in the Death Eater dishes, so I'll go first this time. How is it with the celery in it?
You like put big chunks of celery in this. Oh my God.
It literally tastes like cottage cheese with texture.
Maybe I'm just not a fan of celery. I don't know.
No, not feeling it.
Nope. Gonna put that on the do not eat list.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm also weird because
12 p.m. It's 12 p.m. here.
Oh, hey, Vladimir.
Yes. Hey, fellow Slytherin.
I also can't say anything because I was telling you, I love cottage cheese and peaches.
Yeah, I see. I don't know if I would be able to do that.
I would take peaches and chop them up into like quarters or eighths and then just mix them up in a bowl of cottage cheese and I'll eat that.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It is delicious.
That sounds gross and disgusting. That does not sound like a good time at all. I can't stop drinking this. It's so good. I can't stop.
That's an interesting comedy.
It's a disgusting combination. You know it is. You're just being nice.
It's don't knock it till you try it. It's good. No, you're gonna try it.
No.
I can't make any of you try it, but you're gonna try it.
I'll try anything like one time. I will try almost anything one time. I rephrase that. Yes, noon is PM.
Mhm.
Yes.
Though it may be different wherever you are.
A brave Gryffindor coming out.
Yes. Sitting here with the Slytherins. Oh.
Why? There's so much hate. There's so much Slytherin hate. It's not deserved. No, you're not done with
it?
You're not done with the books yet, so you don't even have the right to say about the Slytherins. Okay?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not all Slytherins are bad. And I could give you some examples, but that would be spoiling things. So I'm not going to do that. Yes, we're not bad. We're misunderstood. That's right.
You're not bad. You're just drawn that way.
That's right. I feel like it's pretty easy to read, you know, like a Gryffindor and a Ravenclaw and a Hufflepuff. They're very, I think, genuine and upfront about who they are, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, they're very, what you see is what you get. And I think Slytherins are not quite that way to a certain extent.
So they're two-faced.
No, I'm not saying that they're two-faced. I'm just saying I think it's harder to get a read on. I think they keep a lot more to themselves. Like, I don't think they let it out in the open as much. I think they keep more in here. And I think Gryffindors be putting it all out there all the time for everybody to see. Like,
yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Hashtag not all Slytherins. That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I do have to ask, because I don't even know, what fan fiction did you choose for us to read?
What fan fiction did I pick? I picked the most infamous fan fiction of them all. The one that everyone knows. We're going to read a little My Immortal today.
So we're just going big right off.
Yes.
Coming out swinging.
Yes.
It didn't have any spoilers?
No. It did not have spoilers because there just literally is nothing.
Nothing from the books other than the characters?
Pretty much. Yes. Pretty much. Nothing about...
Oh, God. I should have put like a warning on this live stream. Enter at your own risk.
Yeah. I will put out a disclaimer. Whatever I read in here, I am just reading what it says. So if there be profanity, it's in the text, and I am just reading it.
Oh, God.
So I if anyone is easily offended, this may not be the thing for you. It's the best way I could put it.
My Immortal. I don't even know what it is, and I can already tell you, yeah, be careful with it.
Well, you've heard the song, right?
There's a song? And that's a no, by the way. No, I have not heard the song.
I'm sure the ladies and gentlemen have probably heard My Immortal by Evanescence.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have heard that
Yeah,
song.
okay.
I thought you meant there was like a song that went along with the
no.
story.
Oh, no. I mean, I've never read the full story, so I don't know
Okay.
if the song is the reason why she named it that.
You know, some Sorting Hat song or something.
Katie, I don't even really know what it's 100% about either. Yeah, I mean... I want a piece of floor cake first. I want a bite of floor cake.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot. We have floor cake.
Yeah, because we had to have the complete Um,
A
Goblet
well,
of Fire breakfast. And what is a Goblet of Fire breakfast without
a well-aged yellow cake.
floor cake?
2 weeks aged under the bedroom floor.
This is actually really good.
Hey, George. Welcome. How's it going?
We should have done that. We should have put it under the floorboards, huh? We don't have those kind of floors, though.
Well, we just got it. So maybe we'll put it under the floors or in our attic or something. And then next live stream, we'll try it and see if we die.
Right? It's good, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I picked out a good cake. I was going to write Happy Birthday, Harry on it, but I did not have any icing. It's yellow cake with... They said it's a chocolate fudge icing on the top with little crumblies.
Yeah, it's really good. If you're not interested in the super sweet frosting, like I hate the super sweet frosting, that one's really good. It's not too sweet.
Yeah, I can't stand that like frosting that hurts your teeth. It's just sugar. It's got no flavor to it. But this actually it's chocolatey. It's yummy. So shall I start reading this lovely fan fiction?
Oh God. If we must. Let's go.
Katie, you know what's up. Sweet frosting. It's like and then it takes away from the taste of the cake. Like you need that perfect balance of frosting and cake.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm that person that will literally there will just be a shell of frosting left on my plate where I just ate out the cake if the frosting's too sweet.
I do that too. And then there's people like my mother who will eat any kind of frosting out of the jar with a spoon. Mm-hmm. Hagrid's rock cakes. I wonder if there's a recipe for those.
Oh boy, I want to find it. I would love to make Hagrid's rock cakes.
I wonder if there's a recipe for those. Can you make Hagrid's rock cakes?
Step 1, make cake.
If it looks like cake, I'll eat it. Hi, welcome.
Hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going today?
Oh man, rock cakes. I gotta look up other Harry Potter recipes too. We gotta make other stuff.
Rock cakes. Step 1, make cake. Step 2, leave it in the oven for an hour longer.
Oh. They're Katie's mom makes them. They're not hard.
Oh,
like
really?
Hard to make. Cool. Awesome. Now we have something new to do next weekend or whenever. Okay, are you ready?
No, but I don't think we have a choice.
All right, here we go. Chapter 1.
Wait, this chapter? How long is this?
We're not reading the whole thing today because there's like 50 chapters to this.
Oh, okay.
Story.
This is like a serious book.
This fan fiction is so famous that there are
fan fictions about the fan fiction.
Yes, but there are YouTube TV productions of it.
Really?
Yes. I kind of watched 5 minutes of one day, and it was actually pretty freaking spectacular. But no, I'm not going to read the whole thing because, like I said, it's like 50 plus chapters. And yeah. Also, not doing a British because I'm pretty sure that this main character is supposed to be American, but I will do accents for the fan fiction is called My Immortal. All you got to do is Google My Immortal fan fiction, and you'll get so much stuff. You'll get the fan fiction, but you'll get so much other stuff too. So, I will do a British accent for the British characters, though. Okay, sound good? Katie, you're going to need like the whole bottle for this thing. This is... All right. Chapter 1. Author's note. Special thanks, get it, because I'm gothic, to my GF, ew, not in that way, Raven Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you are the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We can do this.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red stripes that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I am in the 7th year. I'm 17. I am a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnet, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of the preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Wait, is she wearing this at Hogwarts?
Yes. She's at Hogwarts wearing this outfit.
Oh my god.
Walking around the grounds.
Oh my god.
Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy.
Oh god.
What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. It's the end of chapter 1.
That was the first chapter.
That's the first chapter. That's the whole first chapter.
Wow. I'm kind of relieved that I get a break already. That is painful. A vampire and a witch.
It's so hard to read because of all the spelling mistakes. It's so hard. I think they are pretty short. I'm not sure, but I think they're all pretty like short little chapters like that. I don't think they're very long.
So vampires are okay, but werewolves are a big no-no in Hogwarts. And
vampires are not okay at Hogwarts. But apparently in this chick's universe, they are. Oh.
I'm gonna need a stronger drink.
You know, right? I don't think we put enough schnapps in here for this.
Oh, hey.
Look, it's pumpkins. It's pumpkins.
Oh, wait. You don't normally want to come and read
hang
with
out.
us.
Oh, this may BB. This may BB. Oh, where are you going? All right.
All right.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tear 664 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, prep stop flaming my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me.
Oh,
Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. End of chapter 2.
like OMG, I wonder what's gonna happen
I
next.
know. Show don't tell? Yeah, you think? No, we tell everything. We don't show it. Not in this story. We don't know what that means. Yeah.
Oh god. Just, okay, go on. I don't know what to say yet.
I'm having such a hard time because I just want to laugh. Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the front and back. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book.
What is? Just casually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, Katie's even going, wait, what?
Oh, I'm sad today. That's better. What?
Hang on. I felt a little depressed, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert.
Whoa, wait, human blood? Where did you get the blood?
She's a vampire. I don't know. That's not my job to figure that out. Yeah, for real. That was just like out of nowhere, right? She's just like, I felt sad, so I slit my wrist. I don't know where she gets the human blood. I don't know if she's committing murders. I don't know if her family sends it to her. I don't even know why I'm trying to figure this out right now. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. Okay. Is it a Ford Anglia? Is it powder blue? I went out.
I found it in the Forbidden Forest. I had to fight a spider to get it.
Yeah, writing is definitely not something that everybody can do, but it's one of those things that everybody thinks they can do, right? It's like, oh, I could write. Nah, can you though? Not everybody can do. Like, there are rules to writing, you know? Like,
and the next time you think you can't write, just think of this story.
Right? I'm sure you could probably write way better than this. I feel like anybody could, though. To be honest, I feel like even if you think whatever you write is garbage, it's better than this. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot of cool boys wear it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his... Okay, it's not a Ford Anglia. I'm sorry, guys. We walked into his black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666 and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we love you too. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom, sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked him as we washed to the music. Then I caught on. Oh, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's hanging out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tickets. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. End of chapter 3. I know, Hillary Duff. Like, that's a blast from the past kind of thing for me.
I forgot all about Hillary Duff.
Yeah, right? And Good Charlotte.
And
Plot
Good Charlotte.
twist, right? Where would she have ever thought to drive the flying car into the Forbidden Forest? I don't know. I might have read that someplace else. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The one that got me though is that we smoked cigarettes
and drugs.
We smoked drugs too. Yeah.
I'm cool. I smoke drugs.
Right. Cars love the Forbidden Forest.
Took that car to the Forbidden Forest. Cars love Forbidden Forest.
Cars love Forbidden Forest. Oh God. Okay. Brace yourselves for this chapter, everybody. Okay. Just brace yourselves for this one. Chapter 4. Author's note. I said, stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Ebony, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. Yeah. I don't know what these other words are. I can't read them.
Let me see.
Oh, they knew each other before, okay? That's what it says. Oh my God. Okay. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I said angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Yeah, you remember it. Yes, you can. You can do it. You can do it. And then suddenly, just as... What? Okay. Sorry, the grammar is messing with me. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then... Okay, I got it.
I was gonna say you didn't need to.
So funny. Make out keenly. I know. Okay. I even took off my bra. Then he put his. Okay. I just. I don't know if I can read the story. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Then he put his thingy into my I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying so hard. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm, and then... What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers? It was... Dumbledore! End of chapter! I'm crying, I can't take it. I don't know how old the author is. I don't even know if anyone ever found out who the author is, but I'm assuming it's some really emo 12-year-old girl. I don't know. No one knows who wrote this story.
Dumbledore coming in with the thingy blocking.
Dun dun dun. He put his thingy in my you-know-what. I just couldn't take it. And then on top of it, Dumbledore at the very end just going.
I'm picturing Dumbledore just so soft-spoken.
What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers? Or Professor McGonagall, or just anyone else. Because it was Professor McGonagall. What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers? It's on par with 50 Shades of Grey. I've never read 50 Shades of Grey. I think I read 2 sentences out of one of the books once. Because I just was like, what is everybody going on about this 50 Shades stuff? So I just opened up a page and I tried to read it. And it was awful and I couldn't read it. It was so bad. The grammar and everything was just... Anyway. See if we can get through chapter 5. This puts 50 Shades to shame. Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flame it, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. I watched someone on YouTube. I listened to a YouTube audiobook of this once, and whoever read it, they're good because they did not laugh one time, or they had a good editor. I don't know, but they were good. Dumbledore made Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious tone. Hang on, cat drama.
Oh my god, it gives me a second to kind of get my composure back.
I may have to, if you say it's good, I might have to check it out. Parm Pants, you're being a little much. Being a little extra. I'm trying to read a story here, Parm Pants. Everyone's enjoying it. Right? The author's notes are great. There's one for every single chapter.
Oh god.
I'll look him up after the stream. I gotta check that out. Really, Parm Pants? Okay. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, Because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight and he reluctantly went back to his room.
Just Snape's reaction. Okay.
Snape. Yes, Snape is just like...
Because I love her. Good enough for me.
Right? McGonagall's like, not having it. Snape's like, all right, just go to bed. I don't care.
And who puts on a dress to go to bed?
This girl. What did she say? Yeah, she said she cried blood. Tears. Yep, she said that. Chapter 6. Author's note. That was not the author's note. That is the kitty love of my life being very obnoxious today. Parm Pants. And Jackson. Okay, it's a cat party. You need to behave, all of you. Trying to live stream and having animals is not always a good time. Hang on.
Move.
Move.
There you go.
All right. Chapter 6. Author's note. Shut up, Preps, okay? P.S. I won't update until you give me good reviews. That's how he feels about this story. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black mini skirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my... Excuse you!
We're having some kitty drama today. What
Cat drama.
Oh my god. Here, let me...
The food.
I'm just gonna lock...
It's the food. Oh my goodness. We can't read until he comes back. He can't miss anything. How am I supposed to recap that? Whatever happens. Mark reads. He also reads Harry Potter and reviews each. Ooh, I may have to definitely check out the Harry Potter stuff. That sounds good.
All right, issue result.
All right. Hopefully no more. Your cat senses the bad writing. This is my cats. They're brother and sister. They can be very extra sometimes. And that's not even the other 2 cats in the house. So, ugh. He knows the bad writing when he sees it. All right. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar in his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. That is a real cereal. Count Chocula is a real cereal.
Yeah, that's real cereal.
I've had it before.
That's why it's so funny.
Count Chocula, except I ate it with blood. I know. I'm like,
I'm a vampire. I need to eat vampire cereal.
I'm very sorry that Harry is getting dragged into this story.
My body got all warm, almost like an erection.
Except I'm a girl. I don't get those. Why am I liking this? Because it's so terrible, it's entertaining. That's why.
It's so bad, it's good.
It's so awful. Not my hair. It's what I'm saying. Not why. Why did you have to pull Draco? Whatever. Like, I get it. I can see it. But why Harry?
Just drag poor innocent Harry into this.
He's suffered enough. Chapter 7. This chapter has a name. Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 good reviews. And BTW, I won't write the next chapter until I get 10 good ones. So stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. Then we went to his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes and passively. We started Frenching passively.
How do you do it passively?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex. See, is that stupid?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Draco! Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody Gothic writing were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but don't you understand? Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. End of chapter.
Wait, does he have a thingy or you know what?
The sex scenes are the best part of the story. Yes, I am living for these. Boys thingy. I know. The sex scenes are the best. We Frenched passively. He had a really big you know what, but I don't even care anymore. I just wanted to say pee-pee. I wanted to call it a pee-pee. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep.
Stop what? Flassing?
That's what it says. That's flassing.
I don't even know what that means.
Flaming, I think, is what it's supposed to say. But that's not what it says. Everyone in class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch. But Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. Oh. Okay. No, she spelled Gryffindor Griffindor. Gryffindor. Everyone gasped. And I'm guessing this is actually from Draco's perspective. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid, preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Ha ha, like I would hang out with a prep. Back to the normal perspective, I think.
Ebony.
But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. I don't know why he's still naked. I don't know.
Right, isn't this like the next day?
I don't know. Time is an illusion. I don't know. Maybe he wants everyone to see his thingy.
His you know what?
No, she has a you know what.
But she said that Draco had a you know what.
Oh,
that's why I said, does he have a thingy or a you know what?
I think she has a you know what. I think he has a thingy. And because she doesn't want his thingy anymore, he's going to show it off and be like, who wants my thingy? I don't know.
I guess so.
But let's just... Draco and Vampire Harry dated. That happened.
Yeah,
right?
That's already bad enough.
Okay, all right. Why is she American? This is so violently American. I mean, do you want me to read her like she's British? I will. I just feel like she calls it her sex. I've read books before where they call it that too. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Their sex.
He touched my sex. Like, just call it vagina or whatever.
Or you know what.
Or you know what, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. I don't like it when they say that. Oh, my sex. Like, what do you mean? Stop it. Don't you. Is that Parm Pants again?
No, it's Jackson.
Jackson is he needs more. He wasn't done. He wasn't satisfied. No, it's not you. I just don't understand. If you're going to write a book with multiple sex scenes, don't be afraid to say vagina. It's not a bad word. I don't know why people get all uptight about vagina. People get more uptight about that than they do about penis.
It's an anatomically correct term.
Right. I mean, there are much more crude things you could say,
Oh yeah.
but if you're gonna write a sex scene, you need to be comfortable with using the names for the parts.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me that this person has never participated in intercourse before, though. The way they describe it.
I read this as American because she writes very much like a lot of 12-year-old girls that I went to school with, and a lot of the things she says are very like 12-year-old
OMG.
American girl things. So that's why I'm reading her American. There's just some colloquialisms where I'm just like, I heard this crap in middle school all the time. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is just from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't like Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is Satanist. MCR rocks.
Snape never liked Harry.
Right. Right? She's not British. Yeah, there's no way. Also, Snape is a Christian?
I don't see that.
I don't see that either. I don't see that. Anyway. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then, all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, and it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him.
What?
Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you are so retarded look on his face. I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly, and if you don't kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said, but his face was all sad. He was kind of wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it, between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
Wow.
Shakespeare, is that you? No, right? Voldemort out of nowhere, like, thou must kill the Potter.
Crookshanks.
The Crookshanks thing. What? What? That's a spell?
I'm picturing her like Pokemon just throwing Crookshanks at him. Crookshanks, I choose you.
Oh my god. And Voldemort gave her a gun.
I know.
Like, what?
No, you can't go back in without being strapped.
Also, just want to say for the record, throughout this whole chapter, she cannot spell Gryffindor, but she spelled Voldemort right every single time. I'm just saying.
I like how she described a person flying at her with no nose, with red eyes that looked a lot like Voldemort, and then said, "It's Voldemort." Well, really?
I don't think Voldemort knows what a gun is. No, most muggles, witches and wizards don't know what guns are. They call them they call them
Bang bang wands.
no, they call them, they're like metal sticks that muggles use to kill each other. Like they like know what they do. They know that muggles use them to kill each other, but they don't know what they are.
Gotcha.
Chapter 10, author's note. That's what it is, like a metal wand that they use to kill each other with. That's what they call it.
I like bang bang wand.
You like bang bang wand. The movies are not canon to me. The movies are a whole conversation about. All right, just saying there is some like really some offensive language in here. Just throwing it out there. Author's note. Stop it, you gay fags. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle a furt at all. She and vampire are evil. That's they movie houses. Okay.
Was that English?
I think it was trying to be. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, yes. That I was just reading the letters on the. That's what it said. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I'm the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it, and Hargrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a stake. And Vampire was watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerned voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch. See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Woof. Didn't we just go over the fact that he couldn't die?
Yeah, some of the letters are just like mushed in there, like Hargrid. I know, that's what I thought too. Hargrid. You think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. She really isn't, though. Yeah, she really isn't. She has been loyal this whole time. She just looks at other dudes. She has only slept with Draco.
I'm just still dumbfounded because something in my brain wants to make sense of this story, but it can't. And I know I can't. And it's pointless.
He called her a muggle bitch. Muggle poser
Bitch.
Yes. Mudblood is a bad word. I just don't think this person knows it. Not in this story. So Draco's dead,
So Draco's dead.
apparently.
And we're only on chapter what?
This is chapter 11.
God.
Author's note. I said stop flaming up, you preps. See if this chapter is srurpid. It deals with really serious issues. Plot twist again. Katie, you're cracking me up. She's like, plot twist. So especially see for yourself if it's stupid. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me.
For what?
Helping me. Helping me. Helping me.
Clapping.
No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out of the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks.
Why Lupin?
Ew, you fucking pervs. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Masticating. It's supposed to be masturbating, but you know, that's a big word to spell.
She doesn't even know how to spell Snape.
I know, she just spelled
Snap.
Snape. So, yes, it is. American English class. Yes. Okay, so let's just... She's taking a bath, and she looks out the window, and Snape and Lupin are sitting on a broomstick together while Snape is filming it, while Lupin is choking his chicken. So...
Expelling his wand.
Wingardiuming his Leviosa. Abracadabra. Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid went outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid paused angrily, but I'm also a Satanist. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still here. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. What are you doing? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had never heard before. Then I heard words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood, because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then he swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're Gothic? Snape asked in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! End of chapter.
Hagrid.
The least plausible thing is that Lupin and Snape are hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Choking. I'm going to use that from now on. Yeah, take it away. Use it. Just for the record, Lupin is being spelled like loop in. L-O-O-P.
Like Fruit Loops.
Like Fruit Loops. Moony Loops.
Moony Loops.
Better eat them before the full moon. I'm not even sure what happened like after Snape got shot. Hagrid showed up and said he's in love with her. Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I can't make sense of any of this.
I think that's
I don't even know.
I'm just putting it out there. I don't think she's read the books. No, I don't think so either. I think she saw the movies and fell in love with Tom Felton and Daniel Radcliffe, and that was like it. I don't even know if she's seen all the movie. Well, I don't know when this was written.
It doesn't even sound like she's seen the movie. It's like she just read a summary on SparkNotes.
Yep. Abracavadra.
Yeah, how can you say abracavadra, but you can't call it a vagina? You call it a you-know-what.
I don't know.
Why isn't it abraca you-know-what-a?
I don't know. Abra-vagina. Yeah, I think Hagrid just declared his love for her. I think that's what happened. And is Snape dead? Is Lupin dead? This is killing sex. This is
Oh.
Sorry, I needed the rest of my butterbeer because Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop effing, okay? Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay?
No, it wasn't.
It was Hagrid, wasn't it? Hagrid? Cedric isn't in this story yet.
Cedric
is he in this story?
Hagrid definitely said she loves him, or he loves her.
Yeah.
And apparently, in America, there are a lot of pedophiles.
Me too. I'm confused. I just think. Okay, we're just gonna keep going.
But there's the confirmation that this is in America. That's why she's American.
Oh, confirmation. American schools. America. Right here.
But they're at Hogwarts, which is in the UK.
She's a transfer student. I don't know. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No, I thought it was Hagrid, but it was vampire. He started to scream. OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have any scars anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mungo's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with a lot of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ebony, I need to tell you something, he said in a very serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before, being gothic. No, Appleby, Hagrid says. These are not roses. What are they, Goss too, you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had bought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being booed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses, he said. He suddenly looked at them and with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell. That's an MCR song, I said, wisely. I know, I was just warming up me vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petalus Marengo mi cremicli romacio. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. Emo noto okeo. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. They're so cute. Oh, thank you. I thought I'd just take a break. My Chemical Romance, it's a band. Oh, they're awful. Sorry to anyone who likes them, but I don't like them. I think they suck. Paris Hilton she just dated herself. Has him bondage. Well, if Dumbledore lets Lockhart teach, then anything is possible. True.
And what'd she say? Wolfamorph?
Wolfamore. Oh, yes. And Dalton, thank you. We're so glad that you love our videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
You see, N.O.B.? Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. Haha, reviewers, flames, get it? You must first find yourself first, Kay? I have found myself, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed back off to his bed. You're a liar, Professor Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped up on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnecks and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on a blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks. You do too, I said sadly, but I was still upset. I slit both my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a squally sade way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful gothic red eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everything else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream. OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his eyes red whites. No. Oh, shoot. Did something happen? Oh, no. She just, okay, sorry. No, I ran up closer. I thought you said you didn't have a scar anymore. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me. And I always cover it up with foundation, he said.
Did you read this?
It's like repeated.
What?
Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage.
Recap.
Yeah, I guess they just needed to put that.
What is going on out there?
I don't know. Well, they're painting their bathroom, so I think they're using our shower.
Oh.
But I don't know what that noise was. Dumbledore headaches. I know, they're a bitch, aren't they? Dumbledore headaches. Harsh. I guess I'm a prep. Snap and Lupin. Buddy cops. I like it. I like it. I would love to see it. Snap and Lupin.
It'd be like, what was that movie? The Other Guys.
Yes. Which is which?
Will Ferrell would have to be Lupin.
Yes.
Because I couldn't see Snape being anyone but Mark
Wahlberg. Yep. Oh my God, Snape and Lupin buddy cops. Oh, that should be a thing. Why isn't that a thing? Oh my God, that's great. That would be so awesome. Oh my God. Horny simpletons. I know. I jumped on him and we just started screwing.
Horny simpletons.
Horny simpletons.
Oh God.
Chapter 13.
I feel like we've read like 3 chapters. That one was so long. It was painful.
That was pretty long.
Okay. Chapter 13.
Open the Dumbledore. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gelping me again. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Please stop flaming. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore! Dumbledore! We both shouted. Dumbledore came there. What is it you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco! We shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't! We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned down looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. If you don't think gay guys are like so hot? It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. Then he took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands, and just as we heard a croon voice... We ran in with our wands out, just as we heard a croon voice say, Alla Cavadra. It was Voldemort. End of chapter.
I like how Voldemort is always misspelled, but it's always different.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
It is. She doesn't spell it incorrectly consistently. Dumbledore, too.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. She spells Dumbledore like 7 different ways, too. Oh, boy, guys. There's this... That's impressive, actually. All right, this one comes with a warning. Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off preps, okay? Raven, thanks for helping me again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was derp pressed and I had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 10 good reviews. Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Viewer excretion is advised.
Excretion.
We ran to where Volsamore was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. When did
What?
Cedric die? Okay.
Did we skip over a chapter?
Cedric's not even in this story. I don't know. The rules of the slitting wrists thing is very confusing. I'm not sure. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight of you, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Ebony, I love you. Will you have sex with me? He said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he is not a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. Ebony, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my BF, then you expect me to fuck you? God, you're so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew away to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. Then I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexy. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Bloody Mary, because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. Are they such fucking sluts? Answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. And now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. And don't worry, Ebony isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm too good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse, I shouted. And then I ran away.
Wasn't Draco dead?
I was pretty sure Draco was dead too.
Draco died.
He killed himself.
He slit his wrist.
You know what? Yep. It's back. I don't know. I thought he died too. Apparently Voldemort just kidnapped him. And there's someone named Snaketail.
Is that supposed to be Wormtail?
Technology doesn't work at Hogwarts. I finally found an issue.
Thank goodness, because this story has been so solid so far. But she's not a Mary Sue. I know, right? Yeah.
Why am I so good at everything? It's so pretty. It's terrible. Oh my god.
Why does everyone want to sleep with me?
Why does everyone want to put their thingy in my you-know-what? Ah!
Abracavagina.
Abravagina. Oh. Chapter 15. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? BTW, you suck from no one, and every time someone flames me, I'm gonna slip my wrists. Bangs Raven for Hleppin. Ebony, Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please, come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood-red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank all the blood, all depressed. Then I looked back at my CG watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class.
Wait, what's CG?
Good, GC. Sorry.
GC?
Good Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? Does that mean her vagina kills? Oh, I don't know. But that's really funny. The ultimate forbidden fruit. I put on a short ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood letters, and that was all ripped, and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco. "Ebony, I love you," he shouted sadly. "I didn't care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the best beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I just used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you." Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it, right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author's note: don't you think those guys are so hot? If you don't know who they are, get the fuck out of her. "OMFG," I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers. They were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dracos now, at them. "I love you," I said, and then we started to kiss, just like Hilary Duff, I fucking hate that bitch, and CMM in A Cinderella Story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping about how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked. Then we went together.
I think she has a grudge against Hilary Duff. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think she likes Hilary Duff very much. What a catch. I guess I need to get out then. I won't, though. I'm invested.
I know. It's so... I want to know how you wrap this up. Like, how do you make this story end?
How does it end? Will they be together forever? Happy little goth...
Drinking each other's blood to the
Smoking
end of
drugs.
eternity. Smoking drugs. Touching each other's thingies and you know what's.
Chapter 16. Author's note. You know what? Suck up, okay? Prove to me you're nut preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my fucking sweater. You're supposed to read this. Raven, what the fuck, you bitch? You're supposed to do this. BTW Fangs for 2 Brittany 5655 for Chechen Japanese.
Can someone teach her English first?
She needs to learn English before she can... Oh my god, is this girl like out there writing Japanese fan fiction? Like, oh god.
Oh, couldn't be any worse.
We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection. But it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather miniskirt and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirts and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was Volsamore and the Death Dealers.
Plot twist.
What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it is MCR, and you know how much I like them. What? 'Cause we... You know. He gadgeted uncomfortably because guys don't like to talk about you know what.
Aren't they already at the concert? Wasn't that the whole thing? And they just ripped off their masks and...
Yeah, and then she just starts yelling at Draco. I don't know. Dude, Draco, I don't know how he puts up with this. I'm just saying.
God.
Yeah, because I yelled in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. Oh my god, what the fuck? Are you giving in to the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shouted angrily. Ebony, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell back down onto his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He'd memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, I guess I will have to, I said, and then we Frenched for a while and I went up to my room. Just checking the show. Yep. At the beginning, I thought it was Hagrid's dog.
I did too. Don't feel bad. That's the first thing I thought. Fangs in the story?
Fangs in the story. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajimashite, girl, she said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means, how do you do in Japanese? BTW. Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed at her classes and she skipped math. Author's note. Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. Serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Xmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii! Bloody Mary shook her head liturgically. Oh yeah, I have a confession after she got expelled. I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her because he's a nepchilak. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, BTW, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear like the hottest outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. Oh my fucking god, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, getting out of my special Hot Topic loyalty card. So, this girl, her friend, just said that she killed the other girl and then Lupin had sex with her body.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
Because he was a
Nepchilak. Not a necrophiliac. I don't know what that is, but he's a Nepchilak. I don't know what a necrophiliac is. I must have made that word up.
Wait, but isn't anyone who sleeps with her a neprolak? Because a vampire is technically dead.
They're undead. They're not totally dead.
All right, fair enough.
No, my head snapped up. What? My head spun. I couldn't believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked sure it would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our brooms. Oh my fucking god, Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores specifically for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was, oh my god, hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even, though, because they didn't have a camera. Oh my freaking god, they're going to spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy the outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm going to give it to you for free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name is Ebon Darkness Dementia Tear Away. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going to be there with my boyfriend Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew on his black broom looking worried. OMFG, Ebony, you need to get back to the castle right now.
It's Hagrid now, not Hagrid.
No, it is still Hagrid. I'm sorry. Tom Ridd. Hey, I'm Tom. Tom Ridd. Sup? We'll look at Hot Topic.
My friends call me T-Rid.
T-Rid.
You can call me T-Rad.
I was kind of waiting for Tom Riddle to show up somewhere because that seems to be like her thing.
Yeah, she seems to be all about the bad guys.
The bad guys. The Hagrid thing's pretty weird.
Diabola.
T-Rids. Diabolo. That's Ron.
Yeah, Diabola.
Diabolo. That's Ron. What? At least Tom Riddle is kind of like... It's kind of his name.
Is that like the original strain of Ebola?
T-Rid?
No. Diabola.
Diabolo. I am not okay with Lupin being a perv.
Neither am I.
It kind of hurts a little bit, doesn't it? It's like not... I am not okay with Snape being a perv, okay? Just saying. I don't like it. And I don't like them being pervs together.
Well, it's not Snape, it's Snap.
Snap.
Totally different.
Well, it's not really Lupin either. It's Loop-in.
Oh.
I believe that Lupin is a perfect gentleman with the ladies.
I believe so, too. I mean, he's a big puppy dog. How could he not be?
That's serious.
That Lupin's a big puppy, too.
Yes,
Big
it
werewolf.
is so wrong. It is so wrong. I just want to know what happened with Voldemort and the Death Eaters. Like, they showed up and then nothing happened. I thought we were going to...
Right, you want to talk about a cliffhanger.
Right, it was Voldemort and the Death Dealers.
And then it's like a flashback or alternate timeline thing.
Yes,
and
I'm not really sure.
Fighting with Draco, who died like 5 chapters ago, but didn't.
He absolutely is until his time of the month. Right. We understand how Lupin feels. Like, we're totally wonderful until that particular time of the month hits. And then it's like, nope. I hope Lupin and Snap end up together.
No.
Maybe they'll realize they need to stop filming underage girls and find true love with each other.
They're really not interested in filming the underage girls. They just want to spend time with each other.
That's what it's about. Now that would be a plot twist. Let's see. Chapter 17. Author's note. I said stop filming Destrio. If you're a prep and do not read it, you can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fook. Oof.
Fook. Oof.
PZ Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise I'll give you back your poster. I love that in the author's notes there's some like real life drama going on with this girl and her friends.
Right? The drama going on in the author's notes is almost more compelling than the actual story.
Just exactly what she wrote, George. It's exactly that. It's literally what it says. Oh my god.
But the real question is, did Raven ever give her back her sweater?
Well, did the other one get the poster?
Well, didn't it just say about the poster?
She says, Raven, if you give me my sweater back, I'll give you your poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Will we ever know?
Don't let this divide you two.
I'm just gonna say I'm slightly offended that there's Japanese words in this story. I don't like it. Leave the Japanese out of it, please. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion stuff. He's bisexual. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What the fuck, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you effing bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hagrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Ah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big boobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. So are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diabolo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diabolo came. They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were ought too. Diabolo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tour. Bloody Mert was going to the concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Navel, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz, get it, because we're gothic, that his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in the pics. He had long black raven hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. We moshed to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. Enoby, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shot a spell at Voldemort and ran away. It was...
Serious.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Oh.
Are the Japanese words spelled? Yeah, that's what's messed up is the Japanese words are spelled right. Even Hajimashite. That was spelled right. Another baby kidnapped at... What is these hospitals doing? Yeah.
Navel.
That's Navel is Neville. Yes. Yeah, we thought Draco was dead too, but apparently he wasn't. I don't know. We're just kind of going with it at this point.
Draco should have been dead. Voldemort and the Death Eaters appeared. I was honestly expecting it just to go to her like arguing with Vampire, aka Harry, or something like that.
Just having a fight.
I told you to kill Vampire. So I'm there arguing with Vampire.
Also, Tom Riddle.
Yeah, what happened with Tom Riddle?
He gave them fashion advice.
Yeah.
But he's also not Voldemort. They're two different people in this story.
That's a lot for her to comprehend. Like, let's take it easy here. That's a lot of plot development.
They're two different people. Plot twist after plot twist. I'm so confused. Yep, I don't know. We're just going to go with the fact that Draco is still somehow alive. And Dumbledore apparently has been a goth this whole time. I think that was like the big reveal. Like, Dumbledore's goth and he's on our side. Screw the preps.
He didn't have a headache at all.
He just couldn't wear eyeliner, and it was making him angry. Chapter 18.
All right.
Author's note. I said stoop flaming. If you dude and you're a fucking prep, fangs to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. You're not a prep. Fangs for my sweater. P.S. The odor Eason Dumbledore swore is cause he trying to be gothic. So der.
I like how this reads like a really long drunk text.
How far are we reading into the story?
Oh, we're at 18. You said there was 50 chapters?
There are 50 chapters.
We might as well do half of them today.
I think we'll go about halfway.
25?
We'll do a couple more and call it good.
Yeah.
So we'll get about halfway through and then we'll call it a day.
Enough of my brain cells have died at this point.
I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it. Are you kidding me? How do you think I feel? I spent the morning reading the Triwizard Tournament chapter, which is lovely.
A great chapter.
Great writing. To now reading this.
I know. That, like I said, sounds like a very long drunk text.
This is really hard to read. I'm not going to lie. One moment, please, while we deal with Bailey. Live streaming is way harder than filming the. Don't eat the cake! Sorry, guys.
I forgot we had the cake in here.
I know. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he ate a little bit of the cake, but it's chocolate. So. Are you going to listen to the story?
I think so.
All right. We should have named him
He's
Dobby, right?
out there calling. Oh, yeah, when he does his sad face.
Doesn't he look like Dobby a little bit? We saved the cake. I can't.
If I had known about Dobby when we got him, things might have been different.
Bailey, you don't know what you're in for. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick, and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it? Skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. We went back to our rooms and had You Know What to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. All the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you could see there was pink paint underneath the black paint and there were posters of poser bands everywhere like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. WTF, I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. These guys are so fucking hot, Navel was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore? We all gasped. WTF, I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we guys just looked at each other all defussed and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. BTW, you can call me Albert, he called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we went to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Like Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry.
Albert.
Albert Dumbledore. Albert Dumbledore. Oh, thank you. We need a drinking game for every time she uses the words black and blood red. Yes.
Oh my god, we would die.
Yes, but I think I would become way too drunk way too quickly to keep reading.
You might be able to actually read it if you were that drunk,
That's
though.
true. Wow, I didn't know they were bi. I'm shocked.
I'm
What?
shocked.
Shocked.
Shocked, I tell you.
Okay. I don't understand what's going on with Dumbledore. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. Author's note. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? 11 from Knock and I'm going to dealt with your men reviews. BTW, Evan need a poor blood, so there. One thanks to for Raven for the help. I think you have to
Aw.
be drunk to understand this.
Her and Raven must have made up.
Yeah, her and her friend are okay now.
I'm glad to hear. That's good. Can't
Uh,
let a little sweater and poster get in between you guys.
Here's a real question. How can she be a pureblood if she's a vampire?
Yeah, good question.
That doesn't work. Just say.
Well,
No.
we don't know about Lupin. Is Lupin a pureblood? And he's a werewolf. Because vampires, they bite you and you become
it's
a
different.
vampire.
I think
could it be a
I think I need
pureblood?
another gin and tonic. I think it's different.
How so?
Because vampires bite you
Yeah.
and drink your blood.
Yeah.
You're drinking other people's blood. Your blood's not pure anymore.
Fair enough. Unless you're, a super picky vampire and you only drink pure
blood. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, the MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. Didn't they
What? They've gone like 4 times.
I was going to say, is Baltimore going to pop out of this one too? Or is it going to be T-Rid?
T-Rid.
Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. Sensitive bi guys are so hot. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joel in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Billy Joe, sorry. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Because instead of tie, because I'm goth. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black leather mini, black high-heel boots, and a cross belly ring. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Excuse me, but what about me? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily crying. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces.
Feces. Oh, God.
Like Benji in the video Girls for Girls and Boys. Raven, that is so your video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Suddenly Hargid came.
That's not the same thing.
She loves Billy Joel. I'm not even on this book. I'm still listening. What? I think I need an... Voldemort isn't a human, and is he a pureblood? We can't talk about Voldemort Other than your questions will be answered about his nature. This is fan fiction, man. We're not even on this book. This is fan fiction. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Suddenly, our kid came. He had appurated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't Hargrid. Someone else was with him, too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Hey, I've got to ask you a question. Oh, wait. Hey, what? Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe Gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of the goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Okay, I was a little lost, but...
Yep.
Chapter 20.
Oh, it just ends there?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Oh.
it. That's the end of the chapter. My boy T-Rids. J.K. Rowling would never, but then we got the cursed child. That's all I'll say. My boy T-Rids. Hell yeah, T-Rids. He's my favorite. The only thing I'm going to say about Cursed Child is yes, that she didn't write it. Her name is on it, but she didn't write it. So
She didn't write Cursed Child?
No. 2 dudes wrote Cursed Child, and she pretty much like put her name on it.
Seal of approval.
Yeah, which
Oh, did they like make the play and then she approved the play and
I think
published?
well, she like gave input, like they consulted her on it.
Oh, okay.
I know she said it was canon. That's a whole topic of conversation once we've finished the book, so he can give his input on how he feels about Cursed Child, because I have some big time issues with it, and just leave it at that.
You scared Bailey. Look on his face right now.
The story probably scared him.
Yeah. He doesn't even speak. And he knows. This is bad.
Chapter 20. Are you ready, Bailey? Author's note. I said I do not care what you think. Stop flaming, okay, preps? 1 thanks to Raven for the help. 1, oh, you know, BTW, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so don't expect updates. There's going to be no updates.
No updates.
All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace all over it, and black gothic combat boots. MCR were going to do the concert again since Volksamore had taken over the last one. I slit my wrist while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told me to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo. No, actually. Can I please borrow some condoms? He said angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I said sarcastically. Fucka, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching.
What?
Yep. Hey, George, Snape and Lupin are doing it. They must be together. Hey.
So there you go. It happened. I know. Poor Dobby. Dobby will do anything for clothes.
Why, Dobby? Yes, George. Yes. Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot! They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up though. Normally I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys doing it. But both of them were freaking preps. BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that right. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. You dimwit, Snake began to shoot angrily. And then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. What the fuck? Where's Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. I can't believe I called it. George, you are a genius. He called it.
Yeah.
He did. That was good. This. Oh.
Truly have the sight, George.
Oh, God. Hang on. I lost my spot. Oh, no.
I think you're way past where you were.
I've got to get back down to chapter 20.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Hang on.
Saw his car and I gasped.
Yes. Okay. George is awesome. Yes. Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said... I don't even know if this is on purpose. It just seems so perfect that it's on purpose. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Ebony. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in the corner.
Draco does a lot of crying in this.
Dogfather, right? Like how was that? That was just too good of an accident.
Right? That was too good for this whole story.
Right.
Like,
It's Dogfather.
that was great.
Also, she spells serious like serious.
Like, seriously. Serious.
Yes. Not like the stars. Dogfather. Poor Draco. I know. I feel like he's in an abusive relationship. I feel like she's really mean to him.
Her and Vampire, because apparently they have like a weird relationship where they share him.
Right, and Draco actually is just trying to be like a nice guy, and she's just always mad at him and talking about other dudes.
Yeah, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm with Draco on this.
He's kind of...
He's in the right here.
He should be upset.
Yes.
Vampire, is being a douche. Naval is one of my favorites, too.
Naval.
Naval Longbottom.
Oh my god. Hagrid. One of
Hagrid.
my favorite.
I don't know. Tom Ridd.
T-Rid.
T-Rid is what's up. That's the best. Chapter 21. Author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong. Okay, cause that bitch Raven, cause it fuck you, preps. One whoops stars, Raven. Thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed. Naval Longbottom is a good name. It is, right? Later, we all went to the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Anobi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go and fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came all over his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invisibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, preppy little poser, son of a fucking bitch, Vampire said under his breath in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that? Said Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filth nodded, and then Vampire...
You can't see the cloak.
I just can't get over the fact that Filch is the cat and Mr. Norris is the caretaker.
What's better is it's not even Filch, it's Filth.
Mr. Filth. Yeah, Filth. And Mr. Norris. Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. What the? He yelled, but it was too late because now we were running away from him, and then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess so, Draco weeped. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to walk Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fug and the Ministry of Magic walked into the school. Fug.
Cornelius Fug.
Cornelius Fug.
Sea Fug.
Oh, Filth and Mr. Norris. Draco does need to stay hydrated. This is true. He's gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. I keep laughing so hard. I keep laughing. I'm gonna pee my pants here eventually.
Oh, God.
Fug in the Ministry of Magic. Yeah, it's good. Chapter 22. Author's note. STFU. Prep stop flaming, okay? If you don't like it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Prep suck. Low-key getting passive-aggressive with her friend Raven because she did not catch the Mr. Norris and Filth. I've been crying a lot, Katie. Oh my God.
I don't know who's cried more, Draco or you.
I think me and Draco are pretty... Even he's like, poor Draco. Everyone feels bad for Draco in this story.
Right?
All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up next. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diabolo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy, Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy goth dress that she'd ripped so it showed all of her cleavage with a white apron that said "bitch" and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like the dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was wearing a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness Diabolo, Crab and Goyle's dad, was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before, too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Satanism.
Wow. That was a lot.
Who knew we'd feel bad for Draco? We feel exactly the opposite as in the books. That's very... Yes.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
It's like everything's the opposite.
Oh my fucking god, I yelled as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Ebony, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's all right, I said, smiling, but you have... It's all right, but you have to go now, and you have to look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, all right, I said, smiling, but you have to tell me why you're being all erective. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the great hall and looked in from a window. A fucking prep named Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we all put our middle fingers up at her. Inside the great hall, we could all see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudged was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are no longer fit to be principal any longer, yelled Rumridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill the students. Very well, said Dumbledore angrily. But is also spelled like but. But we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school, and her name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped.
A lot of gasping going on. And the Bark Lord. I wonder if he's in cahoots with the Dog Father.
And that's where we're going to stop. Because there are only 44 chapters. And that was chapter 22. So we are officially halfway through. And
oh my god.
That's the best place to leave off. Right? The Bark Lord.
Such a cliffhanger, too.
What did Hilary Duff ever do to you? All erective? Yeah, the erective, I don't know. She's having breathing problems. God, cliffhangers. It's a big cliffhanger. Oh my god.
Oh, and that's the most popular.
I did not say that was the most popular.
It's just the most infamous.
It is the most infamous fan fiction that ever fan fictioned.
I see why. It's just all types of bad.
It's so bad. So bad. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Katie. It was kind of hard. Oh, my God.
It's one thing reading a book where the words are spelled correctly and the grammar makes sense. It's totally another thing to read something.
George wants to know who Hilary Duff is.
She was like a Disney actress when she was a kid.
She was on a show that was really popular on the Disney Channel.
It was like something McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Ah! Yeah. So she was a star on the Disney Channel show as Lizzie McGuire. And she had a singing career, didn't she?
Yep, Lizzie McGuire. I do think she put out some music. But I think she dated one of the people from Good Charlotte or got married to one of the people from Good Charlotte. I don't know. She dated one of them for a while. And
well, obviously they told us in the story and it has to be true.
this girl apparently did not like the fact that Hillary Duff was dating.
The love of her life, apparently.
See? I'm going to try and say your name, and if I say it incorrectly, I apologize. Taisha? Is that how you say it? Taisha? Either way, she is she knows about Hillary Duff. That she's our Hillary Duff expert.
Oh, okay.
In case we need to know any information.
Well, that will help out, especially because that seems to be a pretty big theme. My real question is, will they ever make it to the My Chemical Romance concert?
I know. It's taking forever.
Every chapter begins with, we're getting ready to go.
Isn't the leader of Good Charlotte in prison? The lead singer?
I have no idea.
I was never really... I don't know.
Like, I've heard their songs, but I was never a fan of theirs.
Wasn't it like Benji and Joel? You know what? I feel like maybe you're right. I think maybe one of them did get into legal trouble. Where did I hear that? You might be right.
I do know.
You're the only one to get my name right, and I love you guys. I said it right? That's awesome. I was really
Nice.
nervous. I didn't want to butcher it. Woo!
Nailed it.
I get nervous sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to butcher someone's name, but usually I'll ask them, how do you say that? Because I don't want to, and I don't have the opportunity to ask you, so I just went for it. So good. I'm glad. I think in the last chapter, everyone is going to be friends and they will just enjoy the concert. Ooh, prediction for the end of the story. Way to go, George. Me
Ooh,
too.
I could definitely see that. And then I shot and killed Voldemort, and we all went to the concert and had a great time. And then Draco showed me his thingy. The end.
And we smoked pot and did a crack. Prediction number 2.
We smoked drugs.
We smoked drugs. Then we went into the forest and did it. Happy ending.
Not even did it. Just we did you know what.
We did you know what. Yes, maybe that is how the story is going to end. Do you think Snap and Lupin will stay together, or are they going to end up having fights too?
Yeah.
Are they going to live happily? What if
will they be fired? Will she show Dumbledore the picture she took?
Or what if Snap and Lupin are perfectly happy, but then the dog father shows up and drives a wedge between them?
Ooh. The only one who could save it after that is the Bark Lord.
The Bark Lord. I can't get over the fact that she wrote the Bark Lord. Like, oh my god. Also, can we just appreciate Cornelia fudged? Cornelia fudged. That's great. Love triangle. Yeah, that's what I.
Or what was it? Cornelius Fug?
Cornelius Fug. I don't know. Maybe Lupin and Snap are meant to be.
Maybe. I could see it. They fight like a married couple.
They do.
It's very odd, but I mean, whatever makes them happy in the end, I will support.
Right. I think they're the only characters in this story that aren't Satanists. Or Goths.
No, you're either Satanists, Goths, Preps, or you're a pedo. Apparently.
It would be awesome to see a polygamous relationship. Yeah, maybe they just asked Sirius to join in. Like, new pet name for Snape. Snap, Crackle, Pop. Lupin, Snap, and the dog father. They'll ride off into the sunset on a broom. Oh my god, we should rewrite this story.
Oh.
If the end is not like this, I'm going to be upset.
No, Snap and Lupin ride into the sunset on the back of Sirius.
On the back of him?
He turns into the dog.
Oh. They will have a photo, and they will all have a photo of Harry's father on the wall. Oh, God! Don't bring James into this if we don't have to. We have too many expectations. I agree.
That's so wrong because the photos they're sentient. Like you think of the portrait
photos
of
move. The photos move. That's right.
So I'm just picturing James Potter just there cringing behind the frame.
Like, I don't want to see. Oh no. Lily, where are you? Don't leave me alone. Oh God. Too many expectations. I think we do have too many expectations. But it'll definitely be that's what I'm saying. Poor James. He doesn't need to be a part of this.
Yeah. Leave him out of this.
Although, I mean, we're halfway through this story, and I didn't want Sirius to get brought into it, but he did a little bit.
I think everyone's gonna get brought into it. Who haven't they brought into it? I feel like everyone's been converted to goth at some point.
Well, there's no Lockhart. There's no Quirrell.
Oh God, Lockhart.
Oh, come on. He's a prep. He's not a goth.
Maybe
he's a pedo. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't want to think about it.
If Lockhart were in the story. We do. One might come true. Some of this might come true. We don't know. This story has just been. There's literally no way to. Oh my God, Lockhart! Yes, George is on board for all the things. He's like, yes, love
Bring
your
Lockhart in.
Bring Lockhart in. George is pumped. He's like, let's do all the things. I am on board for this entire thing. Yes. Yes, at least he or she is entertaining. I'm assuming it's a 12-year-old girl. I do not like Lockhart.
Me either.
I love him. He's one of my favorites. He makes me laugh.
So does this story, but it doesn't mean I like it.
It's true. I haven't laughed this hard in a hot minute either. Oh my God. There was one point at the beginning of the story I was laughing so hard. The very beginning, the first time she says, "I'll put my thingy in your whatever." Like I almost peed my pants. I did, laughing so hard. I thought we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it through the story.
Wasn't ready for
it. No, I wasn't ready for that. Yes, George. Yes. Welcome to the Lockhart train. It's awesome. Also, he's a Ravenclaw, so I'm pretty sure you guys this is the Bible of perfect fan fiction. This is definitely a standard that is hard to achieve. That's for sure.
What standard that is, that's for you to decide.
I don't know, but it's definitely inspiring me a little bit to write my own. I used to hate Lockhart, but I've grown to appreciate his ridiculousness. I love his ridiculousness. Even better. Oh, I didn't know he was a Ravenclaw. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Surprise!
Makes sense.
You don't find out in the book, so I can tell you that.
I could see him as a Slytherin.
A lot of people contend Lockhart being a Ravenclaw. There are a lot of people who are like, I could see him being a Ravenclaw, and then there are other people who are like, no, he's totally a Slytherin. Ugh.
But he is very smart because he devised this whole plan to
this whole
wipe
thing,
everyone's memory and steal all their stories.
That whole plan takes a lot of clever orchestration.
So maybe he was 50-50.
Could
and
be.
He chose Ravenclaw.
Oh, do you think house duality is a thing?
Yes.
I do too. I wonder what the
Because
author...
I think that's with Harry. Because he's very much a Gryffindor, but he has Slytherin in him.
Yep. He's pretty clever for hiding his evilness. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I feel like he's definitely Ravenclaw, but he does have some Slytherin ambitions there in how he achieves his celebrity. I wonder what the author is up to now. Oh, jeez. God, who knows? I could see Lockhart as a Hufflepuff. I feel like if he didn't screw as many people over, maybe. Like if he cared about people and didn't do everything to support his own you know what I mean? If he hadn't, like, if he had really done all those things, then yeah, Hufflepuffs are too good. It's the best house. I know, like the kindest people are in Hufflepuff. Like everyone picks on Hufflepuff and says, "Oh, Hufflepuffs," but they really are like the most giving, nice people.
Yeah, if you want to be around someone, you want to be around Hufflepuffs.
Right. They're pure. It's Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and Gryffindor where it's all like, oh, you know.
Gryffindors are probably going to get you into trouble. Slytherins are going to stab you in the back, and Ravenclaws are just going to be like correcting you all the time.
Wow, Slytherins will stab you in the back. Come on, we're Ravenclaws. Where's... Oh, I think George wants you to have house pride.
Oh.
Where's the house pride? No, Ravenclaw is the best house. Well, I mean, if we're gonna do this, Slytherin really is best house. I mean, come on.
I mean, Gryffindor did win the House Cup how many times?
Yeah, and how many times had they not won it before Harry went to school? As a Gryffindor, I love Hufflepuffs. See, we could sit here and Slytherins and Gryffindors can argue with each other about how much they can't stand this or that about each other, and Ravenclaws do the same thing. But Hufflepuffs are just like... Hufflepuffs are unicorns. Hufflepuffs are just... They're just pure, and everyone likes them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, like, go around to any house, anybody from any of the other houses, and I can guarantee you they'll all say that they all have Hufflepuff friends, and their favorite people are the Hufflepuffs in their lives.
Yeah.
Because they're pure cinnamon rolls.
Pure cinnamon rolls.
They're the cinnamon rolls of Hogwarts.
But I don't like cinnamon.
All right, whatever. What do you like?
Not cinnamon.
The cake. They're the cake.
Okay, cake. They're this frosting, the frosting that's not too sweet.
The perfect frosting.
Yes, that's what they are.
They
They
are
are the perfect frosting.
I like that though. Unicorns. Hufflepuffs are unicorns.
Yeah.
I have pride too. I have so much Slytherin pride. It's stupid, but you know, Hufflepuffs are way more likable. they're a lot nicer.
I think it's funny we're having this conversation when earlier today we were reading a chapter recording for our future video, and we were talking about how underrepresented Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff actually are
in the books.
Although
Nice.
you said they get better represented further on.
Yeah, definitely.
So far.
Katie, you and I, same wavelength, I know. I think I might need to marry a Slytherin to get around in this world. Maybe. Maybe. I think everybody can make it work. I don't think necessarily certain houses can't be with other people from other houses. I think you can make it work. It's like the zodiac sign thing. Like, oh, Pisces shouldn't be with this. But, yeah, you can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, gold diggers. You don't have to love them. Just get the money. Get the money and go.
Right. We are the most ambitious, so I mean, we're going places.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe you should.
Sure, Lucius Malfoy has a mistress or something.
I'm just gonna say it. You guys can think what you want. As far as attractiveness levels go, if you're going based on like attractiveness, I will say that personally, I kind of think the Slytherins as a whole are just more physically attractive than the other folks. Just saying.
Okay.
The CEOs of the world. Yeah, pretty much. I guarantee any CEO out there ever
Slytherin.
Slytherin, hands down.
I could see it.
There's a band called the Parcel Mouths. Do they sing Harry Potter songs?
They do, but they only hiss.
That's great.
It's like Screamo.
So you like greasy hair. I didn't say that.
Oh. Yeah.
Didn't say that.
Yeah. That is true. Snape is described as having really greasy hair.
He
Draco
does.
always has his hair like slicked back with grease.
That's like pomade.
Meh.
And who said I was attracted to Draco anyway? I mean, he is a kid. Just saying.
All right, fair
Even
enough.
when I was a kid, though, I was never feeling Draco Malfoy. Oh. Yeah. I could probably check out some of their music. And have to, like, screen it. See if he could listen to it. But be careful of spoilers. Yep. I'm just saying, I tend to kind of like the bad guys. I'm just throwing it out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. It's usually the villain.
Mm-hmm. 99% of the time, they're my favorite. Can't help it. It's just in my nature. Ooh, play some wizard music in the next live stream. Interesting. I'll have to look up some Parcel Mouth music.
Yeah.
That's a great band name, the Parcel Mouths. That's awesome.
The Parcel Mouths. I want to see what they look like.
I know that there's a band. I had the CD. I think they're called the Gothic Archies. I think that's what they're called. They're called the Gothic Archies, and they did an entire album of Series of Unfortunate Events songs. They're awesome. One of them is called Scream and Run Away. Another one is called Walking My Gargoyle. I love that.
I'm not 100% sure on the name. Maybe I should look it up before I say anything. Give me a second. Continue.
What? Oh.
It's a band.
Oh, is this like a surprise? You can't give me a hint?
Simpsons.
The Simpsons?
Yeah. So there's a band. I don't recommend their music. Their music isn't that great unless you like death metal.
There's a band called
I don't
Harry
really.
and the Potters and Draco and the Malfoys. That's great. Draco and the Malfoys. That's great. They didn't think too long. Yeah, no. If I was gonna make a Harry Potter band, I would like think about that. Like the Parcel Mouths. That's a good name.
I want to say they're the Flanders, but this entire band dresses up like Ned Flanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind? And they sing metal music? you
Yeah,
said?
they're like metal. It's awful. They're a terrible band.
But they have that gimmick going.
They have
for
that
them.
gimmick, and they're actually like big.
The Parcel
kind of.
Mouths.
I know the Parcel Mouths.
I'm trying to come up with my own Harry Potter band name, and I'm having a problem.
The Marauders.
Yeah, that's true. The Marauders. That's pretty good. Voldemort and his Death Eaters. Going off of that last couple.
The Bark Lord and the Death Eaters.
The Bark Lord and the Death Dealers. If you have a 3-member band, like if you have 3 people in a band, you guys could be the Golden Trio. The Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dear Diary by the Parcel Mouse. All right, we'll check that one out. Gee, I wonder what that could be about. There is a song by Harry Potter. Nice.
T-Rid and the Basilisk Bunch.
T-Rid and the Basilisk Bunch. That is good. That is the yes. Oh my god.
Right?
T-Rid and the Basilisk Bunch. That's the perfect name. Why is no one doing that?
You wrote it in my notebook.
The Expectus Patronums.
Yes.
Yes. That's good. That's awesome. Dementor's Kisses. Harry Potter Puppet Pals. Say that 10 times. No, not. No way. Cannot do that. Not right now. I feel like I just... T-Rids and the Basilisk Bunch. The Expectus Patronums. There's more. There's got to be more good
Oh,
ones.
there's definitely more. I just can't think of them right now.
Dobby in his sock drawer.
The Normal Dursleys.
You need to see that. That's too funny. Don't look, George. The Howling Hippogriffs.
The Moaning Myrtles.
The Moaning
Yes.
Myrtles. Yes. He's like, these are just the names on Spotify. The Moaning Myrtles. That's good. The Moaning Myrtles with their new album, Songs from the U-Bend.
Songs from the U-Bend.
I don't want to know what Dobby's doing with his socks. Me either. I don't need to know. Especially
Dobby
after we
and the
just...
Sock Serenade.
Well, especially after what we just saw Dobby doing in this story.
Yeah.
We don't want to know what he's doing with his socks. Jackson Feets. Oh, man. I think it's about time to wrap up, don't you?
I think so.
Not that this isn't a good time. Yeah, the Moaning Myrtles are real. I think George found them on Spotify.
Wait, the Moaning Myrtles are a thing?
Yeah, that's a band. The Moaning Myrtles. That's
The
what I
Moaning
said.
Myrtles?
The Moaning Myrtles.
Oh my god.
I
That's
have
awesome.
a great time, but we need to read book 7. We're working on it. We're getting through it. We read chapter 8 of Goblet is out. We just recorded chapter 12.
What, 12? Yeah.
Yeah. So we are... Excuse you. We are going as quickly as we can. Because trust me, I want to read book 7 too. It's my favorite of all 7.
And I definitely want to get there. I've been filling my free time with reading The Witcher when we can't record.
Mm-hmm. So just be patient. We're working through it. We got to absorb 4, 5, and 6 first. And
4's starting to get good.
Yeah, you're liking it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 is good. 4 is good.
Started out a little slow, but it got going.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Oh, but it's kind of taken off now.
Hmm.
So much to happen. So much to happen. Nicholas Flamel and the Philosopher's Stones. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good. That's a good one. That's great. God, we need to watch a Harry Potter musical sometime. It's so good. Eventually. As I think there's spoilers in there. Oh. I'm also getting hungry, so
Oh, floorboard cake wasn't enough.
floorboard cake wasn't enough. I think I need some bagels or something.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Some spinach bagels and cream cheese. I just watched that movie yesterday. Hey, we just watched that movie yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
That's funny. What a coincidence. We did just watch that
Mm-hmm.
last night. Oh. You're fine. You're good. All right, Jackson.
All the things wrong with the movie.
Yep. Wrote it all down. This was wrong. 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 Where was this? Where was this? Just wait till we watch 4. We're gonna write another book just figuring out what's wrong.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. This has been fun.
Yeah, this has been a good time.
And oh my god, the fan fiction.
It was great, wasn't it?
We'll definitely do this again.
That's what I thought. It's been a while since I watched it, but
Yeah, that's one of the things we were saying.
what?
The book, Harry doesn't actually murder
yeah,
Quirrell.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Dumbledore saves him.
Yeah, because Harry just passes out.
In the movie, he straight turns him to
He
dust.
just yeah. Harry murders Quirrell, and the confrontation between Snape and Quirrell takes place in the castle of the movie after he leaves the library, but in the book he's on his broomstick over top of the forbidden, up in the trees by the Forbidden Forest.
Yeah, there was a lot wrong.
And I don't know, the Midnight Duel just didn't happen. So you like murder? Come on, who doesn't like murder? Come on. Okay.
When done right.
When done right.
Well, I mean, obviously not Ebony.
And no one gets murdered in that story. They're all vampires. I feel like they all keep
Well,
coming back.
they do die, but they don't die.
That's
Because they're
true.
vampires and they can't die until they do. And that's about as much sense as the story makes.
In the movie, he gets house points for it, right? Dumbledore in the movie, you killed a man, 60 points to Gryffindor.
You killed him? Nice.
Meanwhile, F you, Slytherin, you guys didn't kill anybody this year.
I gotta say, that was so mean. It's just all the tapestries are hanging. Go Slytherin, go Slytherin.
I know!
Actually, let's take a moment. I have an announcement.
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't it be at that point?
As a Slytherin, you're sitting there oh my god. What just happened? We just lost What? Huh? It's upsetting.
I do feel bad for them.
Yeah, that sucks.
Poor Slytherins.
Yeah, we got the short end of the stick on that one. I feel so bad for Slytherin. Well, yeah, me too. We worked hard that year.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbledore
But it
doesn't
wasn't
care.
enough.
No, Dumbledore is so biased towards Gryffindor. It's just like, oh, Snape, you sneezed. 20 points from Slytherin. Gonna give him to Gryffindor. Oh, Harry.
Snape, I don't like the way you're looking at me. 50 points.
Right. Killing Voldemort equals winning all the cups.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
he technically didn't kill Voldemort. He just killed Quirrell.
Voldemort
Voldemort escapes.
Yeah, Voldemort ran away. He was like, I'm out. This body ain't no good for me no more.
I guess killing Voldemort is like catching the snitch in Quidditch.
Except you're catching the snitch of life. No, I really don't feel... I feel bad for Ravenclaw. Poor Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I mean, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. Because they never had a chance.
Well, it goes back to they're just barely mentioned in the books.
Yeah, they're just kind of background for now.
For now.
I told you that the other houses would...
Yeah, I know.
Either way, though, Ravenclaw didn't have their banners up and ready to, like, celebrate that they won this year before... I feel bad for Hufflepuff. They weren't going to be last for once. Oh! Oh! Ah! Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, poor Hufflepuff. Oh, God. What kind of feeling is that? Like, okay, you could imagine Slytherin. Slytherin's like, we won! We won! Oh, no, we did not. Ravenclaw's just like, I mean, we're still like second. We're not last. And Hufflepuff this whole time is like, we didn't lose completely this year. Okay. Okay.
Well, there's next year, guys.
But they're too nice to, like, fight for it.
They never really did explain how you get points.
You get
Do
points
they?
for all kinds of stuff.
That's what I mean. It's very vague in general. It's just when a teacher decides that they want to give you points for something you did, they give you points.
There's always next year. Yep, there's always next year. Well, that's just sad. I think it's on, like, but I think, like, the teachers are supposed to do things like, oh, well, they answered the question right. I'll give them 5 points for their house, this and that. you
Well,
know?
yeah.
And some teachers are, the points don't matter. I know, because Dumbledore's going to do what he wants anyway, right? Are they really playing Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right?
Like, is that what's happening?
Dumbledore's just gonna rip off a mask at the end. Jim Carrey.
Drew Carey?
Or Drew Carey. Yes.
Oh, and I forget who the British host was. Clive somebody was the British host. For Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I don't know. I know what he looks like. I can't think of his
They're
name.
an illusion. But, like, giving the point, like, I feel like McGonagall fairly gives points, but then you have Snape, who is awful about house points.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide what word I wanted to use.
Draco, you showed up today. 50 points.
Harry.
Hermione raises her hand. 10 points from Gryffindor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Snape is the worst when it comes to house points.
Mhm.
He's the most biased of everyone. Out everyone. He's just like, nope. Don't care. Slytherin, 100 points. Gryffindor, minus 250. Because Ron didn't tuck in his shirt today. I don't know. The points are given out in book 1. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, yeah. The point system is kind of. I feel like if it's one of those things we decide to look into too much, it might not make sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's ask my immortal to explain.
Maybe there we'll find the answer. Ron and Hermione got 50 for chess and a puzzle. Harry got an extra 10 for defeating Voldemort. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the same level. And Neville got 10 for getting cursed.
Easiest points Neville ever got.
Right? Easiest points never. Yeah.
So how'd you
Especially
get the
since
points? I just kind of laid there.
especially since Snape is always taking them away from him
Mm-hmm.
for everything. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I can't think about that too much. Because I feel like if a chess game and a puzzle are 50 points each, you got to get at least 100 for, killing Voldemort.
They didn't kill Voldemort.
Oh, I'm sorry. Naval Longbottom. I stand corrected. Naval Longbottom. Oh.
What was Dumbledore? Dumbledorks or something?
Dumbledore. I think Dumbledore just added up the points to give Neville. Yeah, I think so too. I think he just knew that Neville really needed one.
He had a rough year.
I feel like the last 3 years have been really rough for Neville. Naval.
Yeah.
I
don't.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was my stomach. Oh my
Oh,
god. I'm
you are hungry.
Yeah, I guess I am hungry. He's Dumbledore, Dumbledore, Voldemort is Voldemort.
They messed Voldemort up so many times. Like Katie said, it's almost impressive. They misspell it every time, and every time it's misspelled a different way.
Vlosamore. Voldemort. My favorite, I think, was
Voldemort.
Voldemort. I think my favorite was Diabolo, Bloody Mary, and Vampire.
I know.
AKA Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
How are you going to be a goth and not know how to spell Diablo?
Diabolo. I don't know. She can't even spell Satanist, right? She said Satanists like a bunch of times. So, I think my favorite thing about Voldemort in this story is the fact that he speaks like a Shakespearean actor.
Yeah.
And that's consistent in the story. That does not change.
It's like she read Hamlet and nothing else.
Fake goth. Fake goth.
Fucking prep. Fucking poser.
Poser, you're not a real prep. Dumbly dork. Whatever. You don't know. I thought
STFU.
Hagrid was Dumbledore. In the story or in the books? Now I'm confused.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
I don't know. Voldemort, to live or not to live? The Bark Lord. That is the question. I know. George got some zingers today. You're funny, man. You're killing it. To live or not to live?
I'm feeling out of it, and George is just making up for everything.
I know. He's good. Trying to think of other Shakespeare Voldemort jokes, and I can't. I'm too tired. My brain's too fried.
Voldemort, Voldemort, where art thou, fair Voldemort?
That's from Quirrell's perspective.
Yeah.
That's Quirrell saying that. Voldemort, Voldemort.
I'm on the back of your
wherefore?
head, idiot.
Your best is fantastic. I don't know. I can't think. I'm Shakespeare fried right now. I can think of his names of plays. I can't think of any lines. Why are we laughing? Why are we laughing? I don't even know anymore. George is funny. That's why we're laughing. He makes good jokes.
I feel like this whole thing is Othello, if anything.
What, Harry Potter?
This story.
Oh.
No, not Harry Potter.
I was going to say.
No.
What? This story is Othello.
Yes. Everyone's killing everyone over one love and just craziness. It's very poorly done, but if I had to put it to any Shakespeare.
Maybe Othello would be
Yeah.
the one. I can see it. I can see it. A little bit of Hamlet in there, too.
Yeah.
A little bit of Hamlet. Not a lot. There's a little Hamlet flavor in there.
I see it.
Expired bad Hamlet flavor.
I feel wrong just equating any of that story to
To
Shakespeare,
Shakespeare.
though.
You give it too much credit. Yeah.
Yes, we
Katie's
do.
like, you are offending me. No, definitely. Way too much credit. Way. Gerard, way too much credit.
I can't remember who it was. Someone in our last live stream was talking about how they're just learning English. They don't speak it very well. And I was saying that pretty much everyone on here who has said that to me, you speak English much better than most English speakers that I know. And here's a perfect example.
There is the example right there, case in point. That is written by someone who is a native English speaker.
And it's that bad.
Yeah. And we still have a whole second half of a story to go.
I know.
There's more. There's so much more to be had.
Are we going to read more fan fiction after this? Because I don't know where we could even go after this.
I think we should read the Hermione and the Sorting Hat one.
Oh, good God.
If I can find it. I don't know. I have to look.
Now, is that just like an awful premise, or is it written as poorly as this one too? Like, is it written well?
I don't know.
It's
I've never
just-
read it. I've only ever heard of them.
Oh,
I
you
don't.
haven't?
I have not read the Hermione and the Sorting Hat
Oh,
story.
you only heard of it.
I just know of its existence.
Oh, that could be very interesting.
Right? I'd have to just like peruse it a little bit for spoilers.
Well, get on that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, I'll peruse it for you for spoilers. Oh, hey, I don't remember this happening.
When does that happen? When does that character do that? Didn't know that character kissed that character. Well, okay. Yeah, you guys should all be proud of your level of English speaking writing abilities. If
Mhm.
English is not your first language. For sure. Man, I really got nothing else. I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty drained.
I'm pretty drained. I'm actually getting kind of warm in here too. And Buddha needs his eye drops.
Okay.
So
For
that
real
being-
this time.
For real this time, we are going to go. Are you guys friends?
Well, yes.
Who? Me and him? Are we friends? He could read some fan fiction. Yeah.
I could.
As long as I check it for spoilers, he can read it.
Yeah, you can check it. I'll read it. I'll read some fan fiction. Why not?
All right. Bye. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
I don't know. You could. Well, you can read the next one when we're done with this one.
Oh, I get to read Hermione and the Sorting Hat?
Why not?
All right.
Or I know that there's one. Bye.
See you, George.
All right. On that note, we'll call it good.
Yeah.
Yay. Yes. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a good time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We'll do it again soon.
We love you too.